I got to give great congratulations to Jesuit. I thought they played extremely well. Very physical, played very hard. They were highly motivated, and rightly so. I just thought it was a great high school football game. Both of us made some mistakes, and both of us tried to recover from them. And I thought it's what high school championship game should be about. Two teams that just left it all on the field, and you can't ask more than that in a game of this magnitude. You know, this is probably, and I told our seniors this the other day, I've only got 16 of them, but I've got 16 guys that are committed and 16 guys that probably worked as hard as any group I've ever had. And I couldn't be more proud of them. I know they're disappointed, just as I am, because we didn't finish the task that we started out at the beginning of the year, but there's only two teams that were playing for this honor tonight. There's a lot of people that would like to be sitting right where we are. And so we want to keep that in mind and recognize the sun will come up tomorrow, and these guys will have a bright future, and that's what we play this game so intent. Well, it's what I said to begin with. I don't know if you could ask for a better football game. Whatever they paid for the ticket, they got their money's worth. You know, I thought it was highly competitive and exactly the kind of game that you would expect in a classification of this nature. And I think it was just, it's exactly what high school football should be about at the championship level. So again, very strong congratulations to the team that won it.
Would you do it again if you had the opportunity?
You mean we can play them next week? If you make that arrangement, you're going to get us, you go talk to them. Oh, no, you didn't mean that. Look, we're going to make a decision that's in the best interest of our school and our team and our players. And I don't know what's going to happen in January. I don't know if anybody does, but when that time comes, we'll make the right decision for the right reasons. I've made my sentiments very clear. My desire is to see the Louisiana High School Athletic Association back together, competing for a single championship. And that's the way I feel, and I hope that we can do that. And at that point in time, if whatever they come up with in terms of the rules, you know, I'm one vote. I'm going to vote to put us back together and vote to let people play where they want to play, like we've done for the last 80 years. And at that point, we'll see what happens from there. They did. They had a nice defensive scheme. They got good players. They have nice players. And we kept getting ourselves behind the chains. And in a game like this, you just can't do that. You can't get a procedure penalty or a holding penalty. And both of us had it happen to us, because it gives that other team too many opportunities to stop you yardage-wise. But again, I got to give credit to the way they played defense. They played extremely hard and very physical, and my congratulations to them for playing like that. Miles threw the ball well, and we had some nice plays in the passing game. And again, I thought we competed extremely hard, and under some pressure made some really nice throws, and I think he's very capable of doing that. It's like I said before, this is what high school football should be about. And the energy in this stadium on both sides of the field, I thought was tremendous. And I thought the fan support from both schools was tremendous. Obviously, Jesuit's dealing with about 100 more years than I've got, but maybe one day we'll be there and we'll get that kind of crowd too. But I'm very proud of how our people came out and supported our team and was enthusiastically behind our team. But again, I just don't know if you could have had a better atmosphere and a more competitive game for a championship.
Yeah, it was a very physical game. They executed things when they needed to. We executed things when we needed to, but it just came out to the end that they executed more than us.
Yeah, I mean, they were a really good football team, and so were we, and it was a really good game. Like Connor said, they executed their plays, and so did we, and they ended up pulling away.
Well, I just think that this was a classic game, that guys out there bleeding, guys out there hurting, guys cramping up. I just feel as if it was a great game on both sides. We just came up short this time.
The definition for winning for me is learning how to win with dignity and lose with dignity. Because it's not whether you win or lose the game, honestly. In terms of these young men and what we do in high school football, it's how you play the game. And you're not always going to win. And it's not what you want. But you want to walk away from here with some intrinsic values that come from lessons like this. Not the way you like to learn them, but sometimes the only way you can learn them. And so I want these guys to take away that when they get up tomorrow, the future's bright, and that they got to put these things behind them, and they've got to move forward, and they've got to go on with their life, because somewhere in life it's gonna come something that's going to be really disappointing. Those of you all know I lost a 31-year-old niece this year, and in perspective of losing my niece, this is just one of the bumps in the road, and I would give anything that I have to have her back. So I want these young men to learn that, and I want them to recognize that being disappointed is okay, but it's not the most important. What's important is that they pick themselves up and move forward.